Good morning. It's Friday, the 27th of March. Just a couple of things to mention before today's reflection. Tomorrow is my day off. Having a day off in the week is important for me and keeping away from emails and things, and I'm trying to stick to that routine. There will, however, be a video which I'll record today and will be something a bit more light-hearted. On Sunday, there'll be a Sunday morning act of worship, which will be on the St Andrew's Skipton website and Facebook page. And daily reflections will be back on Monday. As we come towards the end of this week, I'm aware that these have been a difficult few days for many of us. We've had to get used to a way of life which just a few weeks ago would have seemed unimaginable. I don't know about you, but to me it still seems unreal. And I found it to be a very emotional week. Tears have not been far from the surface, and at various times I've been overcome. Talking to loved ones, chatting to church folk on the phone, when I've been out running and also in my prayer time. One morning all I could do in my prayer time was cry. There seemed no appropriate words for what's going on. I don't think I'm alone. I know others I've spoken to have said that at times they felt the same. I suppose it's understandable. We've never faced anything like this before. We're separated from family and friends. It is, of course, an emotional time, and yet I do believe in a God who is with us in this, who weeps alongside us, who knows the cries of our hearts, even when we can't put those into words. We need to be gentle with ourselves, and to know that God is gentle with us and he surrounds us with his love and his care. Then alongside my grief have come stories of care and generosity, which remind me that there is hope in the midst of the challenges that we are facing. A neighbour who's put our whole street in touch with each other for mutual support. 500,000 people volunteering to work in our hospitals. Cafes that were being forced to close, donating their food to our local food bank. A mystery person in Oxfordshire who bought the whole of his or her village fish and chips. Someone who was in a pharmacy in Leeds was aware of someone who came into the shop and gave everybody toilet rolls. People showing an encouragement and saying thank you by applauding our NHS. As we stood at our window, it was great to hear clapping and cheering from all around our estate. And many stories of people looking out for each other and showing kindness and practical care. So a roller coaster week that has felt overwhelming at times, and yet in which I can see God at work as people respond to the needs all around them. As it says in Psalm 46, God is our protection and our strength, always helping in times of trouble. Let us pray. Loving God, we thank you that you are with us in our highs and lows. You comfort us in our despair and rejoice in our joy. As we navigate this new and challenging journey, stay by our side and travel with us. We thank you for signs of hope and generosity, and for all who are giving of themselves to serve others. Help us to be able to respond to the needs we see around us. Amen.